Everybody's been talking about Jess Hilarious and her rant on her TikTok, Instagram, or whatever about what's going on at the Breakfast Club. So she was hired at the Breakfast Club, maybe a year ago, and coincidentally went out on maternity leave shortly thereafter. In the meantime, Loren Lorosa filled in for her, and we were able to make a comparison between Jess Hilarious on the Breakfast Club and Loren Lorosa on the Breakfast Club. Me personally, Jess Hilarious was never right for the job. The times I would watch, she seemed ill-prepared. She seemed very nonchalant, laid back, couldn't read the articles, and just wasn't funny. She's supposed to be on there because she's funny, but she just wasn't funny to me. So when I would hear Loren, it was a better fit to me. I'm a print journalism major, so you could tell that, she was a journalist, a real journalist. And she could still banter back and forth with Charlamagne and DJ Envy. And she had a little personality. So Jess Hilarious did her rant because she doesn't know what's going on. She's wondering why Loren is still on the show. She's not being told anything. So let's listen to her part of her rant, and then Claudia Jordan has a podcast, and we're going to listen to her little story about Jess Hilarious when she was auditioning, when Claudia Jordan was auditioning for the Breakfast Club, which she was really good when she was auditioning. Let's listen to Jess and then Claudia's take and story about Jess Hilarious.
I don't have no reason to fucking hate on that girl. I don't. No, I didn't like her when I came back because I'm like, all right, what's going on? What's going on? She knew it. We had a conversation. Because the anger was misplaced. Nah, it ain't even you that I don't like. I'm realizing this is the way these niggas is doing shit up here that I don't like. Okay, got it. It's her segment. I went to the person who does the intros, the sounds. Went to Taylor. Yo, Taylor, make Loren her intro. Take Jess with the mess, all that shit. She says, things can't just change like that. Why the fuck not? Why not? Y'all changing everything else, and I'm the only one that don't know. My goofy ass don't know nothing. I'm just coming to work every day, just zippity-doo-dah-day, and you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, take my name out that shit. Jess with the Mess is not at Breakfast Club. I'm Jess Hilarious up here. Fuck, I'm Jessica Moore up here. Jess with the Mess is not being done. Loren Lorosa is doing the shit. So that need to be her segment. I fought for that segment. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? While her fans and her people and the Breakfast Club people and the people in the comments, man, I'm not ready to sit up here and act like I don't see that shit. Are y'all crazy? One thing I ain't never try to do is act unbothered unless shit never bothered me. Man, what? You try coming back to work. You try to come back to work. And the motherfucker is right there at your desk. And ain't nobody telling you shit, mind you. Nobody telling you nothing, mind you. Before you know it, everybody thinking you're the villain. Like, I'm the villain. Because I didn't know shit. I'm sick of the shit. It's weird. It's weird. I don't fuck with it. Just be quiet up there. I'm not fighting over no mic space. I'm not fighting over no mic. That's why I went from shut up and hush to not saying nothing.
Before we get to Claudia, let's look at what happened on the Breakfast Club after Jess's rant.
I'm not saying Envy don't got no opinion, but he don't jump in every single time there's dead air. You know what I'm saying? When you overtalk. And it's like the only time you can quiet down is somebody be like, shut up or hush.
My mom don't even tell me shut up, Jess. I'm a grown-ass woman.
And I understand. You could have said that on air right then and there. Or right after when you saying you put me in office. You never put me nowhere to tell me that.
Because the way that I do things when it comes to my job and my career, that's not what we on. And I told you from the jump, I was never going to give that to you.
I have to keep it a buck with this. I remember one time when I was called in to do like 2 or 3 days, she actually came in on one of my days and like kind of crashed with us. And, she had a comedy show and she wanted to like promote it. And she did give me a heads up on one of the times. She's like, hey, can I come in when and I was like, yeah, but we were all kind of trying to all get the job. So I was like, but I'm not going to be a hater. I'm like, yeah, come through. And I said, but let me make a deal with you. I say yes to you coming through on one of my days. Let me come in on one of your days too. I said, maybe this could be a show with 4 people. And it was never, I never it was never a thing, like for sure that there was 4 people. That not when I was there. We always knew that there was 1, but we hoped there could be 2 spots. Because I do feel like, listen, I got to keep it a buck about this story.
So Claudia goes on to say how she really feels about Jess Hilarious being the only person for the job or in the position versus Loren, and who's more qualified or who's a better fit for the Breakfast Club.
And people are going to be mad about this. If I'm being honest, if you have the right person for the job across the board, you'd only need 1 person to do it, not 2. I do think that they both are very, very strong in the strengths that they have. But I do think you need what both of them bring to the table to have one good host. Meaning you have to have someone that has some kind of curiosity about as far as the journalism part of the job, being curious, the asking questions. In an election year, you've got to give a damn about politics. You just have to. Breakfast Club is just too big of a platform to have someone on there that's checked out when you have political conversations. And I love Jess, but I just have to keep it a buck. She would keep it a buck about me, and she's posted stuff about me before. We got to keep it a buck about and hold our colleagues, to the standard. But she's fantastic at going viral. She's fantastic at funny and being opinionated. She's young. True. She's a breath of fresh air. She's fun. Then on the other side, you have Loren, who is not as big of a personality, but she's definitely getting, in her bag now, who's definitely on the more journalism, research part of the game. So I think you have to have someone in that seat that has the depth to go in and be curious about the facts, because you have a huge responsibility when you're on a platform like that, where they don't have a lot of platforms like this for Black people. The weight of the world is on your shoulders, especially in an election year. That's why I'm just going to go and say this. Breakfast Club, you needed to have some people on there during this, even if you just had them guest hosts here and there. Y'all kind of got run amok in some of these interviews with some of these political figures.
Well, I'll give my opinion. I agree with Claudia on Jess Hilarious missing some things, as well as Loren missing some things. And it would be good if all 4 of them could be on the Breakfast Club. Honestly and truly, you need Loren for that balance, that journalism balance, because Charlamagne just goofs the whole show and is ill prepared, in my opinion. And Jess is kind of like that too. DJ Envy is an in-between or a buffer or what have you sometimes. And to me, it seems like he kind of takes his job a little more seriously than Charlamagne. But some people would think Jess's outburst was unprofessional. And even with them on the Breakfast Club the following day, talking about it, hashing it out, it seemed like Charlamagne and Envy was kind of gaslighting Jess as well as Loren a little bit. Jess was in the dark, and they should have communicated to her whatever the plan was or whatever they were feeling, from the bottom all the way to the top execs. Claudia Jordan would have been a good fit. Nene Leakes would have been a good fit. Portia Williams would have been a good fit. And Claudia and Portia have a background in radio. So I don't know what they were thinking, but you get what you get. Jess Hilarious wasn't doing the job to me. And if they're going to keep Jess, they need to keep Loren. Keep it like it is now. Just hash it out and communicate. And check out Claudia's podcast, Accidentally Informed. I'll provide the link in the description box. Drop down in the comments, let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.